I've got kind of a half-ass list I cobbled together. The combination of material I forgot in my video I did maybe an hour ago, and some new stuff I've watched here on YouTube. Anyway, let me start off with Ichi Boots. Now she's currently in Holland. That's where she's from. She is Dutch. She's doing. I call about 2 or 3 minutes on my phone. I'm gonna download that video a little bit later. I'm gonna hit up either Lowe's or Sam's Club. Now I need to figure out why my the Wi-Fi adapter that I've got won't pick up their signal. I've only got one, and I can't find it. That'll pick up the Wi-Fi signal from Sam. Well, I can pick it up, but it times out. I'll probably just run over to Lowe's, download several videos that weren't up yesterday, and hit up Sam's Club for a couple of things. I'm a Sam's Club member. Next thing I'm going to cover is for now his YouTube channel is Pilot Debrief. His call sign, I don't know if it's Air Force or Navy, but anyway, his call sign was Hoover. Anyway, he does, but mainly it's all aviation related, mainly accident stuff. How he covers particular accident and how they could have been prevented if someone had done the due diligence, the proper preparation. They're all kind of, some of it's weather, some of it's pilot, but takes so much mechanical stuff, just a common thing. But anyway, when he covered just now, I caught about 5 minutes of it. I'm going to download that video and watch it. I love watching Hoover's video. I'm going to get to something I really think he should cover, him and Captain Steve. But anyway, last one is this astronaut. Now, this was one of the astronauts was on the Apollo 8 mission. If you remember because I was a kid, I was 68 or 69. Apollo 11 was 69. Apollo 8 was 68 or 69. But anyway, that was the one where they just did the orbit around the moon. And if you've ever seen that image, very very famous image of what they call the blue marble, they show the Earth as nobody had ever really seen the Earth like that from space before. That was kind of new back then. I mean, now we got satellites that get out that far, and they got satellites that take pictures, but that was kind of unique back. And got to remember that was over 50 years ago. Like I said, I was a kid when in 1968. But that's for Hoover. Now, one accident I think that some of these aviation guys should cover is John Denver. He was a very famous singer. His songs, he's got some very famous songs. If you search, they're all here on YouTube. Him and the guy with the boat, Jacques Cousteau. They did a Calypso video. John Denver wrote a song about the Calypso. That was Jacques Cousteau's boat or ship. But I remember. But anyway, John Denver was a pilot. He was flying. When he crashed and died, it's been quite a number of years ago. He was flying an experimental aircraft. Now, John Denver had a problem. A lot of people, I don't have this problem. A lot of people will, they'll pick up the bottle and can't put it down. That's a polite way of saying it. But apparently, the time that John Denver had crashed and got killed, he was stone cold sober. But he was flying it. As the story goes, as the accident investigation concluded, that he ran out of fuel. Now he'd run out of fuel in his main tanks. He had an auxiliary tank that, the valve was behind him. He'd have to, reach, but the way his restraints work on the aircraft, it's real awkward to reach around and then get to the valve to open up the, to switch, to the trim tank. It's not like you can, like if you got, like some of the older cars that have a valve behind the passenger seat, because I know some vehicles like that. You can pull over to the side and then switch a valve over. You can't exactly do that with an aircraft. But anyway, that's for John Denver. Now, there was a video, I don't remember the name. It was a Navy fighter pilot. I don't remember if he was active duty or if he was retired, but he'd registered it with the FAA as an experimental aircraft. But it was like a MiG-15 or a MiG-21, something like that. But it would, he went over it, showed them, have everything. He couldn't load any ordnance on it, but he could fly it around. He goes, it holds like 2,100 gallons of aviation fuel, kerosene. He said it will fly, 2 hours on that. He goes, it ain't no Cessna, but it will do Mach 3. I thought that was kind of cool. Let me see next. Vice Grip Garage, watching his latest video from yesterday. Now, what was it? A Pontiac? It was a two-door sports car Pontiac. I don't remember the model, but he'd put a 5-speed in there, and he was going down the freeway, and the 5-speed locked up on him. Now, I learned how to drive on a 4-speed. I could still hop in a a 3-speed column, 3-speed, 4-speed, 5-speed, or I never actually driven a 6-speed, but I could hop in a standard tranny car and car pickup or whatever and drive it. But anyway, this 5-speed had locked up on him. Now I don't know how many million miles I put with a standard tranny. I've never had one tear up on me. I think if that were mine, I would either be looking for another transmission or looking for someplace with a hydraulic press where I could pull the transmission apart and go through and rebuild it. But he was in a time crunch. I'm sure he just paid somebody to tow it. He's going to pay someplace to store it and then have it hauled back to his shop. I'm sure that's what he's going to do. But he bought him a Nova, 70-something Nova. That's the car he's going to take to the car shows that he was attending. That's for Vice Grip Garage. Said apparently people he said now people are going to ask me why I don't try to find another transmission. He said, look, it's a 5-speed, it's custom. I'm going to have trouble finding one. That was his logic on that. I'm in a time crunch. He said and apparently he's got the bucks to, time is more important to him than bucks are. He didn't mind. Of course, he was lucky. He hit the jackpot on a slot machine on one of his videos about a year ago. I guess his wife had got $1,800 on a slot machine. Dude, you're a lot more lucky with a slot machine than I have. Most I've ever got out of a slot machine is about $300. I was down there at Vequeva. I definitely need to go down to Vequeva and make some videos down there. That's Indian Run Casino. Here I could be down in an hour's time. If you sit in the valley here, if you take 51st Avenue from Interstate 10 and just keep heading south, you'll run right into it. It's it's a very, very north end of Native American land in the city of Phoenix. It's a Native American run casino. Vequeva. I need to get down there. Now I caught that Desert Diamond, and when I was coming back from about a year ago, when I was coming back from the waterfall hike, because it is in that area. That's Desert Diamond. That's another Native American run casino. Let's say it's Pole Barn Garage. Pole Barn Garage. Him and his wife, or I guess his girlfriend, are going to get married. Maybe they're going to do one of those quickie Vegas weddings. I don't know. There's something going to happen in Kingman, Arizona. I don't quite get why Kingman, Arizona is kind of special to him, but something's going to happen in Kingman. Now, maybe he's going to buy some more land in Kingman. I know outskirts of, because he bought that land somewhere in southern New Mexico. I'm thinking maybe he's going to buy some more land in Kingman and set up another pole barn garage in Kingman. Hey, dude, if you need somebody to wrench on some vehicles, I'd like to find some chick gearhead that's a chick gearhead to do some Kodak videos. There's some chick, I don't know, 40s, 50s, 60s, that once I do help her wrench on stuff, let me know. Or not, last thing I'm going to cover. Now, some chick wants to do some naked videos. Maybe you're better at editing than I am, and want to do some naked videos where you can edit in that white YouTube oval. It's a red oval with a white triangle. The YouTube symbol. That's what Wonder Husky did. She would edit the naughty bits when she did her beach scenes. She did it very cool. Some chick is better editing. We can make some naked videos and put the appropriate YouTube symbol over the naughty bits. You know what I mean there. Let's see. I've covered everything here, I think. If Wonder Husky wants to do a naked video with me, or if Jeepsy, I don't think Jeepsy would, it's not her style. I think she's a bit more modest than that. I think, if I'm going to do a naked video, I'll do it in my underwear, I'll do it in Speedos, but I just have a little bit of modesty on me. Now, if some chick wants me to go with her to a nudist colony, I don't know. I got to think about it because I still have a little bit of modesty in me. Not ready to do the full naked scene there on YouTube. Okay, bye.